So, the Chicago Bulls. This is going to be a fun topic. I usually don't talk about the Chicago Bulls, which is pretty funny, honestly, even though the Bulls have been on the rise for the past couple years, in my opinion. I feel like they've been building a pretty good roster for the past couple years, bringing in some guys that I really love. Ever since they got Zach LaVine, I've been watching this team because I'm a pretty big fan of Zach LaVine ever since he was on the Timberwolves, and all I've wanted from him is just to succeed and just see him grow, and he's gotten better every year, every season. The man is awesome. He's so fun to watch. He can just do anything. It's awesome to see, except really his defense is still kind of okay. It's not really the best, but everything else, man, he's a amazing player, great offensive weapon to have, and I just love watching him. But besides that, the main topic for the Bulls today is that can they make a run to the NBA Finals and even win a championship? I mean, man, isn't that crazy? We were at this same time last year wondering what the Bulls were doing wrong, and now the Bulls are the first seed of the Eastern Conference. It's crazy how much a year can just do to one team and see how much they've grown. Now, at the time of this recording, the Bulls are at the first seed. Now, I don't know if the other teams are going to be able to get it to them, like the Bucks, Heat, or Nets. A couple of those teams have been winning some games. Some of them have been losing, like the Nets. The Nets they just lost a game previously. I forgot who they just lost to. I know they beat the Pacers. Kyrie just came back, but I forgot who they just lost to the game after that. But the Bulls have been on a 9-game win streak from the time I'm recording this, and the Heat are starting to heat up. Funny enough, fun pun. No, I'm kidding. But the Bucks, Heat, and Nets, they're still on their tail a little bit. The 76ers are kind of coming up a little bit. I mean, not really. The Cavs and the 76ers are probably going to stay where they're at right now, the 5th and 6th seed. But, I mean, keep on the lookout for the Nets and Heat and Bucks. They're coming, man. I mean, the Bucks have the same win total as the Bulls, but they've played 6 more games than them, and that's why they have 6 more losses, because the Bulls had to take some games off because of the virus. They had injuries and just a lot of players out and stuff, so they're kind of behind compared to a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference right now. So it's kind of, the records are kind of, you don't know right now, but besides that, do I think the Bulls are going to be able to go to the finals and win a championship? Now, let me say this. Do I think they have a chance in general? I do. Now, do I think personally, in my opinion, do I think they'll make it and win it? No, I don't. But they have a chance of doing something special and great this season, okay? So the fact that they're even the number 1 seed is a great factor. I mean, a number 1 seed isn't everything, but it's definitely something. And, you got to keep your eye on that. It's a team game at the end of the day, and regardless if you think they have a superstar or not on their team, they still are a team that you need to worry about because of the production and what they're doing out there on the court from a day-to-day basis. As we say, like a season, it's your work put in all into one season. You can't, you could take days off if you want, but what the Bulls are doing, they're doing on a day-to-day basis, man. They're taking it one step at a time, and they're doing it all in a 82-game stretch season, or whatever, how many games that they're playing that season. Because I'm pretty sure it's back to 82 this season, and they only played like 72 games last season. But, for you to put in that work and get to the first seed to beat out like teams like the Nets or the Heat or the Bucks is ridiculous. That's awesome. That's a great achievement. I'm not taking anything away from them. And that's why I'm making this video, to credit them, is that the Bulls are doing amazing this season. I'm so proud of them. Great to see how this team has formed, what the Bulls have been able to form over these seasons, from getting Zach LaVine, from drafting players like Kobe White, acquiring more players like DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic. To get all these players, to collaborate with each other and get them all in is just amazing to see, and see them put in work. And, man, that DeMar DeRozan signing really put them over, man. It just feels like that was the only thing they were missing, and that's why they're in this spot currently. That's just awesome to see, because I remember in the beginning the media were hating on it. It was awful. Man, if you were on NBA Twitter or Instagram or anything at all media-wise, they were talking major crap on the Bulls for signing DeMar DeRozan, and boy, were they wrong. It is just crazy to see, and I know there's a lot of YouTubers that are Bulls fans, and my gosh, I really don't have to say much. They've already done, they've already done what they need to do as Bulls fans, to go after the media on ESPN and Fox and all that, whatever they do. So, but like I said, just to get back to it, the Bulls, I think they could have a chance. I mean, they're a first seed. They have potential. They're a great team, man. I mean, if you watch the games, they're no pushovers. They definitely are a good team. I mean, there's no other words to put into that. So, the reason I don't think, personally, they're going to make the finals, or even if they do, I don't think they're going to win, is just because when it comes to East, I have the Bucks winning, and I feel like the Bucks are so good. I know they're losing some games that they shouldn't, but man, it's hard not to put the Bucks in, because lately the Bucks are still having issues. They're not getting Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton and Giannis to play a lot of games together, and when they play, they're practically undefeated. I don't know what the stat off the top of my head is when they play all together, but when they all play together, they win, man. Like, they don't lose. It's insane. And a lot of their games, they just haven't been together, and it just hasn't been that consistent right now. And that's kind of the same with the Nets. They haven't had Kyrie, and I'm pretty sure if they had Kyrie, it'd probably be better. And the Nets and the Bucks are just kind of having the same issue, and the Heat. But every team is pretty much having the same issue with injuries and all that. So that's why I said the records and everything is kind of be, you don't really know, just because of how much struggle there has been for these teams, having to bring in, sign in a bunch of players just to replace the players that they already have due to injury or getting the virus and stuff like that. So, but the Bulls, like I said, they have a chance. But in my opinion, I got Bucks winning it in the Eastern Conference. And even if they make it to the finals, bro, you got to get past, the Suns, you got the Warriors. Those teams are on fire, and Klay's coming back Sunday, which would be tomorrow, because I'm recording this on Saturday. He's coming back Sunday. And by the time you guys watch this video will already be out after time, he plays. And, man, it's going to be crazy to see him come back, because if he comes back and starts being Klay by time, he doesn't have to be Klay yet, but if he's Klay by time the NBA playoffs come, it's going to be hard to beat this team. And not only them, but the Suns too. The Suns are on the roll. They're trying to make it back to the finals, you can tell. And the West, they're a little bit more stacked right now, not going to lie. The records and everything, just watching these teams unfold, it's kind of crazy right now over there. So whether or not the Bulls make it to the finals or not, I feel like even if they get there, they're not going to be able to beat the team that is in the Western Conference that they're going to be versing. So regardless, it's awesome to see how good the Bulls have done. I'm so proud of them. Zach LaVine, I love Zach LaVine. I'm so glad to see him improve every year and actually be finally a contributor to a winning team, because I know a lot of people back then were like, he puts up a lot of stats, but it ain't towards winning basketball. I'm like, that means nothing, bro. That opinion don't mean nothing. But Zach LaVine is good no matter what. Whether they win or lose, bro, Zach LaVine is awesome. And DeMar DeRozan and all them are just, it's awesome to see. And I can't take anything away from them. But, I mean, we'll see when the playoffs and the finals come by. But I still do believe the Bulls can make a deeper playoff run. I think they can make it all the way to the conference finals. But we'll see at the end of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed my opinion. If you guys have your own opinions, go ahead and comment them below and like the video. Appreciate y'all's time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Peace.